and its types. So let us see. With the help of this practical IT infrastructure and SOP template, you can efficiently handle your task and improve productivity. So managing an IT infrastructure can be a complex and time-consuming task. So for setting up an office or a new system, to troubleshooting network issues, there are a lot to keep track of. So, the IT infrastructure SOP template is designed to streamline your IT process and ensure consistency across your organization. With this template, you can easily manage your IT infrastructure, and having a clear and concise standard operating procedure is to be known. So, let us look into what SOP is. So, it is a standard operating procedure. So, the standard operating procedure is a set of written instructions. So, that describes the step by step process. So, SOP should be followed exactly the same way every time. So this is what the diagram shows, and here we can look into standard operating procedure, and what is a standard, what is operating, and what are the procedures. So as you all know, standard means regulation, documentation, and quality. Operating stands for development, then implementation and process. Procedure stands for strategy, then instructions and workflows. So this is how it is being. This is the abbreviation of SOP and the steps which is performed under each standard operating procedure. Okay, so the step one is to define the task goals and why it needs an SOP. Step 2 is to determine format for SOP. Step 3 is identify task dependencies. So there are almost 5 steps in constructing an SOP. So first one is, when you have to create a list of process, then identify your audience, then define the objectives, write the SOP, and choose a format. So if you do this, then you can easily form an SOP. Okay, so let us go into the next slide, that is types of SOP. So uh, the types of SOPs, first one is checklist, then step by step list, then hierarchical list, and process flow chart. So first thing is you develop an SOP, then you have to implement that SOP, then evaluation of SOP, then SOP needs an assessment, then again you keep refining your SOP. So this is what is the process of SOP. Now, these are the types as we discussed. Checklist. A checklist or to-do list is one of the simplest method of writing an SOP document. Then a second one is step-by-step, like it is similar to checklist. A step-by-step bullet list works in the same way. Then is hierarchical list. If your procedures are more complex and need additional information, then you can go for hierarchical list. Then the fourth one is process flow chart. A flow charts are a wonderful way to represent how a process works visually. So that's why we go for process flow chart. The next one is the advantage of using an SOP. So helping one stick to a defined schedule, then assisting in training employees, then procedure will be positive, ensuring the safety of all employees. Now what are the benefits of SOP is guidance, or a hand for all employees, then it is easy uh, onboarding and training, then time saving for repetitive tasks, ensure that safety of employees, then makes sure that compliance rules are met, then enrichment and smooth communication. So this is all the advantage of SOP. Okay, so let us go into the next one. What are the types of SOP? Let the industries that use SOPs. So who are all the users? So what is the purpose, procedures, scopes, the responsibility, then signed approval. So who are all using the SOP and what are their benefits? For example, in manufacturing SOPs, human resource SOPs, customer service SOPs, financial SOPs, IT SOPs, environmental SOPs, marketing SOPs, and educational SOPs. So these all can be built in order for the employee to efficiently work with an work with an IT infrastructure office. So thank you.